for the soul, way less for the bread. Yes sir, I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I see the things that they do way less than they say. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Cause it's a war on the real, baby, look outside. A war on the real, baby, look out. Can't be a real, might get you canceled. The whole system need to dismantle. Coppers treated like the utmost wanted. Tryna rule the block but don't know what goes on it. News got a story with a new take on me. Carrying out the window with the screw face on me. But I know that God love me when my burn 95 degrees and I can't get sunburned. Wonder when your government don't make me legal. Burn the whole city if I can't be equal. Get off my please, Brad, I earned that. 400 years, how you still ain't learned that? I take pack to the lung, kill the stress to the head. I'm tryna do more.
Good morning, Charlie Madison. Welcome back. I'm Daniel Madison. Thanks for being here. Charlie Madison and I really appreciate choosing to spend a bit more time with us today, so thank. I wanted to get this one out of my system, so I'm here nice and early today. Hopefully I can get this over and done with before Suzan shows up. And yes, I saved the best till last. There's so many more things I want to offer with the drop technique. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then go back a few videos. The past 3 tutorials I've been teaching ideas and tricks and deceptions with the drop technique. Dangerous, risky. Who gives a flying swear word, Charlie? That's what builds our confidence. Risky, dangerous moves. When you get away with something, when you achieve something that's risky and dangerous in front of Suzan Sausage, then you get this rush that can't be explained. And that's what I'm trying to teach. That's what I'm trying to give. So yeah, save the best till last. This one is, and before we even get into it, before the hate starts, before everybody slags me off, yeah, this isn't something that I would recommend that you do for somebody, right? And that's bad of me as a teacher to teach something that you're not really going to be able to use in the real world. Now, I'm not trashing my own move. You can do this in the real world. You can do it live for somebody, but this is as risky as it gets. And the only time I ever do this is for a camera. So this is just a bit of eye candy to wrap up and finish up on the drop technique series, which I didn't even know I was making in the beginning, Charlie, but yeah, it's for anybody who knows the drop technique and has been playing with it, you will understand how addictive it is, and I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop using it and just playing with it, and even just doing it on your own when you're practicing. Whenever you hit it perfectly, like a good golf swing, because I know nothing about golf. Yeah, it just feels good. So this one's just for you. It's just for you to play with, just for you to have fun with. Yeah, I'm using Suzan's card, so hopefully I'll be able to finish this before she turns up. And in this deck, by the way, thank to Harris Aria. Go check him out. I'm gonna leave a link to his Instagram account. He's an incredible artist. I've done quite a few things with him. Anybody who knows me well will know him too. And he created this very special Queen of Spades in the Suzan Sausage playing cards, which is of course Suzan Sausage holding the 4 of Hearts as well as something else. So yeah, for once in my life, Charlie, for a tutorial, I'm not using the King of Diamonds or the 9 of Clubs. We're going to use the 4 of Hearts and the Queen of Spades. In the Suzan Sausage deck, we get 2 Suzan Sausage. We are blessed with 2 Suzan Sausage playing cards. I'll talk more about these playing cards at some point, not just yet, but I do want to show you this. This is pretty cool, I think. She doesn't want my name on this deck. So yeah, so I'm gonna use 2 Queen of Spades and a 4 of Hearts. All of my decks that I've created come with a duplicate. It's arguably the most underestimated, most powerful and devastating thing that you can introduce into your deceptive arsenal. And this is the drop transposition. And very risky, very dangerous, but so pleasing when it works, and so pleasing especially when it works on film, as you've seen from this introduction. Very, very simple setup. So we have queen for queen. We need to display these as just 2 playing cards. So the way that we're going to do that, the way that we're going to start this, is by having the lower queen held underneath the 4 of heart. The most logical and obvious way of doing this. So we can display these 2 cards, hold them up, 4 of heart, Suzan Sausage. Now I'm going to straighten them up into my hands, into my hand, like so. Now my free hand is going to take them from above, so fingers 2 and 3 on the outer corner here in the thumb at the back, so that I can hold them like this. It's imperative that I hold them like this for a moment. That's about to happen. I'm going to peel off. I'm going to apparently peel off that Queen of Spades. For this to make logical sense, if I'm going to perform it for somebody, they see the Queen of Spades here when I straighten up. So the 4 is clearly underneath. I straighten up. Queen of Spades is on top, so I bring it up here. I need to take away the bottom Queen of Spades. If I take away the bottom playing card now, this looks like it should be the 4 of hearts. So it's very illogical, it's very confusing if I were to show this card. So the way that I do this, I pretend to take the top playing card, but I actually take the bottom playing card. So that's a simple idea of moving my thumb and pressing down, but I'm really taking that bottom playing card on the clunge of my left hand. So the cards are pressing here and the bottom card slides out like this. With my thumb on top, that could look like, I can make that look like I'm taking the top playing card, especially with a bit of speed. So if I do that with speed, it looks like I've just taken it from the top. If I were to take it from the bottom, I'd do it in much easier way. So we need to convince Suzan that we're taking Suzan from the top, and it's as simple as this. Now when we do this, it's very important, because the first thing we're doing is displaying the Queen of Spades once here, and then when we take it off here. If I let you see this now, you're going to see the other Queen of Spades, so I have to hide this. That's why I hold this card back here, and I allow you to fill in, to amend, to fix the fracture that I've just created, and you tell yourself the lie that the card in my hand is the 4 of hearts, because if the Queen of Spades is here, this has to be the 4 of hearts, because I just showed you it. So we don't need to explain, you don't have to go deep into it. So I showed 2 cards, I can show them here like this, 4, Queen. I apparently take the top playing card off and lower it straight down. This puts me in perfect position to execute the drop technique. In this case, it's going to be a transposition, so I have to be quite careful. With my hand up here holding the 2 cards, I'm going to press onto them with my finger 1. This allows a bit of a bend, so that when I drop that lower card, it's going to pop off at the back much easier, much nicer, much smoother, Charlie. So I'm holding the Queen here, displaying the Queen. Now if I'm going to put this playing card, apparently the 4 hearts on the table, fine, that's what I do. There's nobody here to hold my hand. Suzan's not here yet. If you have a participant that you're doing this for, ask them to hold their hands out, or their hand, or hold something out. Ask them to hold the sausage out so that you can put the 4 of hearts on the sausage. So we're in this position. Now I'm going to do the same thing that you've learned in the drop technique in the past 3 videos, which is this marriage of movements, which is an exchange of both hands. They're switching places. And they're not switching places, but the apparent 4 of hearts over here is to my body while I display the Queen. Now I'm going to bring the Queen back because I'm going to use the 4 of hearts. This draws attention to this playing card and it takes attention away from this playing card. We don't have to hide this. We're going to keep it face up. So at this moment when you're performing this, when you're practicing this will feel dangerous because you can see 2 Queen of Spades. And for a moment, if you do this wrong, you're displaying 2 Queen of Spades. And even at the drop to the participant, it might look like there's 2 Queen of Spades. That's when they do the double take, and they're going to look over at this Queen of Spades and see that it's no longer the Queen of Spades. And here's what it looks like. So from top to bottom, 4 of heart, Queen of Spades. I take the Queen of Spades here, and then I drop apparently the 4 of hearts onto the table, or into their hand, or onto their sausage. Meanwhile, the Queen of Spades I was holding is now the 4 of heart, and the transposition has been successful, Charlie. Now, it is important that you remember that the journey that these 2 playing cards are making, that the drop is making, has to be a straight line. When I'm extending the Queen of Spades here, I need to make sure that these 2 cards naturally travel underneath and above one another, as above, so below. So that, like if I'm going to put this apparent 4 of hearts here, it's not going to make sense because I've got to come over here for the move and then go over here. It has to be a straight line. So we're drawing a line. So wherever they put their hand or their sausage, we have to make sure that this Queen of Spades is lined up. So we're just drawing a line between this card and this card, and that's going to be kind of a target. It's almost like a target. If I actually put the sausage here, then I can target here. And now when I bring the Queen of Spades back to my body, I'm going in a straight line, drop the 4 of heart, put the Queen of Spades on top, and now they're going to look back here and see the transposition. So we've executed the transposition, the change has happened. Now what do we do? Because we're holding a 4 of hearts with a Queen of Spades underneath it. What do you think I'm going to say? Charlie, take a wild guess what I'm going to say. That's right, Charlie. Gambler's cop. But we don't have to do a gambler's cop. There's quite a few things we can do. Basically, the drop technique, all the drop methods enable us to achieve lapping without having to lap playing cards, right? We can execute another drop technique after this moment. So 4 of hearts, Queen of Spades here. I execute the drop technique as I put a queen down. Now my hand is over here holding 2 playing cards. I can gambler's cop that mother swear word, so that I'm just holding the 4 of hearts and then get rid of the extra queen. I can do that. You can, if you want to be a bit more risky, if you want to be a bit more dangerous, play with another drop technique. So I'm going to lift those 2 cards up, displaying just the 4 of hearts. Now I'm going to go back and take that queen, and now I can drop, and as I hand the 4 of hearts out for inspection with the sausage. Now I'm holding 2 queens together, right? So I'm not benefiting myself, I'm not helping myself, but in allowing the participant to inspect this playing card and discover that it's only 1 playing card, we're doing ourselves an incredible favor. And speaking of lapping, because I'm sat down, because I'm sat here, even with the Queen of Spades underneath the 4 of hearts, I can simply just come to the edge of the table and drop that playing card off, and it's just sitting nicely, sitting a little bit too nicely, Susan, on my lap. The one thing that I would advise that you practice with this, and like I said in the beginning, I only do this for camera, so the camera is the eye that I'm trying to deceive. So when it gets to this position, hold the 4 or the queen. I apparently take the top queen off. I have to make sure that you don't see the top of this playing card, so I've just got to be constantly and completely aware of where the camera is, or where the eyes are. When the drop happens, instinctively you're going to want to drop the cards like this. You're going to want to drop it here, so that you don't end up with a situation even for a split second when you're showing 2 Queen of Spades. Your instincts will tell you that, but because there's motion, you're offering so much motion blur that even if they do think that they saw 2 Queen of Spades, you're proving afterwards that there's no 2 Queen of Spades, and the trick itself, the deception itself, is too much of a distraction for them to figure out what's just happened. And even that, when that instinct tells you to drop it from here, if you do drop that 4 forward, all you're doing is inviting speculation, and that can be seen. There's not many ways of hiding this moment of the card dropping forward. That's why we always drop it backwards. So if we were to execute this and film this and play it back in super slow-mo, then yeah, for a moment you're going to see 2 Queen of Spades, but that's what's going to cause your participant, your Suzan Sausage, to do that beautiful double take, which is what this trick is designed to cause. Queen is here, now Queen is here. What the F swear word, Charlie? I want to wrap this video up with one final idea. At the moment when that card, and this can be applied to all of the drop techniques, all of the drop ideas, when we drop the playing card, when we actually execute the drop technique, so Queen, 4, apparently take that top queen, when we execute the drop at this moment, you can afford to, if you want to, if you choose to, you can afford to tilt your hand downwards so that the face of this card cannot be seen. This is all about your perspective, and it really is relative to your performance and what you want to do with this. If I tilt this card away after the drop, at this moment you can't see this card now, so when I turn this card face up, you see the Queen of Spades. Now I'm forcing Susan, my audience, to look back at this card, but it's not showing. How does this help? When we turn the card face down like this, we're giving ourselves an opportunity to straighten up those playing cards and make sure that they look like 1 playing card. Your grip is enhanced dramatically. Is that a word, Charlie? dramatically when you turn your hand face down. Now you can turn it back slowly to reveal that this card is not the Queen of Spades, because it's there sat on my sausage. I don't think this adds anything. If anything, it takes that moment away, that double take moment. You want everything to appear to have happened in the open with no cover. That's what makes it real magic. With all the drop text. Hi Susan, welcome back. No, I'm not. I'm not. I would never use your playing card, Susan. Susan, calm down. Listen, I gotta go. I'm Daniel Madison. See you next time.
You bastard is using my cards, Charlie. I thought I told you to look after them. And my sausage. Oh, you are dead. Oh.